Just a quick little product update. This is something I did a review on a while back. My Sampson Fondo Pedals. SPD mountain bike type cleat pedal. It's actually magnesium. I did a video on these a while back when Sampson was having a sale. I picked them up for about, let's just say, less than 35 bucks. I actually have two pairs of these, so these don't have two, they probably got between 3,500 and 4,000 miles on them. But they've been some hard miles. I did the Dirty Kanza on these. All together I've done, probably 350 miles of gravel racing on these. So I'm sure these are made to be like a touring / commuting pedal, kind of an ultralight type of a pedal for a reasonable price, and they are. I don't know that they're necessarily made for off-road or adventure riding, but I did contact Sampson about it, and I said, these things seem like they shed mud fairly well, and Sampson said, yeah, they're not going to shed mud like an egg beater or something like that, but they'll definitely shed mud. And I think I said in another video one time I got caught in a situation where my wheels were spinning and I couldn't get my feet out of the pedals, and the bike fell over, and I jammed these up to the crank in mud, and that was no problem. And during the state championships, actually, so the mud on that course had the consistency of like modeling clay, right? So it was really thick and really sticky. And there was a point where I had to walk about 3/4 of a mile through that stuff. When I got done carrying my bike's all clean, but my shoes had a ton of mud on them. Now, listen up, screwheads. I don't recommend this, but I didn't want the mud on my foot. And it was in the middle of the race, so when I got on the bike, I just took my foot and wiped it across the pedal to get the mud off. So once again, I don't recommend this, but when I went to clip in, I clipped in, and on down the road I went. And on the 4th, I did a race, and it actually rained 4.5 inches that day. And so there was a lot of walking, a lot of mud that day, and again, every time I got on the bike, I just clipped in and off I went. So they may not be designed specifically to shed mud, but they shed mud pretty good. They don't squeak. They don't rattle. They're still smooth. I mean, what can I really say about it? It's just a solid pedal. There's no problems here. So yeah, every so often Sampson will put these things on sale for less than 40 bucks. My recommendation is, if you catch them on sale, buy 2 pair, and you'll have a lifetime of pedals right there. The only time you'll need a different pedal is if you just see one and think you'd like to have it. These things are going to last forever. And hey, like I say, they're made out of magnesium, so if you get in a tight spot, you can always shave a little off and start a fire. Sampson Fondo Pedals.